Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle.
It is.
I'm okay with this. This is
Why
cool.
is this rock here? This rock is up to.
I should tell this to Rob. Let me tell Rob.
All right, guys. I think we're live here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Thanks for letting us know, I guess.
I do that shit all the time. All right, hold on. Let me make sure.
What if I was trashing Zaire? Like, man, fuck Zaire and BGST. What if I said something like that?
Well,
They say it anyway.
well, they just heard it anyway, so I don't give a fuck. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy ReGame27. Once again, thank you for joining the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. Got some stuff to talk about today, some touchy topics, some funny topics like the PS4. Now PS4 games it's going on PS now, so it's a funny subject because a lot of.
How much that would bother me until I heard.
What is that?
So basically, I want to talk about that. Talk about some courts. Got a lot of Nintendo stuff. Talk about the Jim Sterling situation. Talk about the third-party situation with some of these indies, these overpriced indie games. Talk about that. And we might give our impressions about this Sonic game that we just recently saw. I just recently know about like a few minutes ago, so it actually looks pretty cool. So we'll get our first impressions about that.
Are you talking about Sonic Mania?
No,
Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces. They finally showed it.
Oh shit! Let me go watch that.
They finally showed it. So y'all got.
I didn't know they showed it yet.
Yeah, they were there. So I guess let's go ahead and get to our intros right quick before we dig deep into this this podcast. Let's start with you, Nia.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your girl Nia, TheVideoGamHer, and what's up? I hope we have some good discussion, which I'm sure we will. But yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and talk to you at the same time. My bad.
You ain't the only person. We didn't start late. I'm unorganized. I'm just trying to hurry up, get this show on the road. All right, let's go with you, Dark Star.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Name's Dark Star. Appreciate you having me on the show today, Real.
No problem, man. Let's go with you, Sinister.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Sinister Tar Heel, and back with a Real Talk with the Real Gamer.
All right, appreciate you, man. Let's go with you, Nick.
Hey, this is Nick from Gamer Incorporated. I'm here for another episode of Real Talk with the Real Gamer, and that Sonic game looks kind of cool.
It actually does. This legitimately looks good.
Hey, Alex, you have no reason. No. I don't want you saying anything about Sonic. You shut the hell up, Alex. I don't want you saying anything.
I
positive.
just said it looks good.
I don't care. You are forbidden to play Sonic. You forbidden. All right, do your intro, Alex.
What's going on, everyone? ActivesiN here. Sonic's back, making a comeback. Project Sonic 2017, now called Sonic Forces. Dumb name, but the game looks good.
Hey.
But who cares about that? We're playing Game of the Generation, Zelda. Nothing else matters right now, not even Mass Effect Andromeda, which has the most hilarious animations I've ever seen in my life.
Damn, really?
And terrible frame rates, and it looks like shit on the Xbox. But let's go.
Damn.
Oh,
All
fuck
right.
that guy. Fuck that game designer, his racist ass.
All right, let's at least go to Retro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. So we got some interesting things to talk about. Sonic Mania, more Zelda, of course, as well as Mass Effect Andromeda for some of you who have played it. I'm actually curious about that myself because I'm determining whether I want to download it or not.
You get a 10-hour free trial if you have EA access.
I didn't know Mass Effect was a part of this podcast. But anyway,
it's just $5 a month, right? I gotta buy it.
He just signed all of you.
It's like you won't even talk about Sega for 2 minutes.
All right, let's go ahead and get to games we've been playing this week. What you been playing, Nia? This past week?
Man, y'all know what I've been playing. I don't even know why you asking me that, bro.
Okay.
Game of the generation, baby. Game of the generation.
Sony always wins, baby.
All right, so I guess that's all you've been playing. What about you, Alex? That's all you've been playing, Zelda?
Oh no, man! I've been completely fiending on the real game of the generation, Order 1886. Finally picked that up on my PlayStation 4. It is the closest game to a movie, real life, that I've ever seen in my life. It's truly incredible. I don't know why I've been wasting hundreds of hours after hours in Zelda. I should have just been playing Order 1886 this whole time.
Have you seen those graphics?
Those graphics, the graphics are fantastic. And you're a racist if you don't like Order 1886.
some major shade. Y'all throwing major shade, ain't y'all?
But yes, Zelda, obviously. I played half an hour of Mass Effect Andromeda today in the morning before work. I was going to play it during this podcast, but, I just rather play Zelda.
Okay.
Damn.
That's
All right.
facts.
What about you, Darkstar? What you been playing this past week?
Well, I was planning on finishing my placement matches for Overwatch, but yeah, just gonna keep that there. Game of the generation, of course.
All right. What about
Yeah,
you?
Zelda's just been taking up my time.
Okay.
I've been playing Zelda, and I've also been playing on the side that Fast Racing RMX.
I heard it's a good game. I heard it's good. I'm gonna get it.
That's a pretty good game. It's kind of like a basic arcade racer, but it's pretty damn good. I like it.
I like arcade.
Is it different from the Wii U one?
I
Nah,
don't
same
know.
thing.
I haven't played the Wii one, so I couldn't tell you.
It's the exact same thing. Just looks better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
got bored of the Wii U one very quickly.
All right.
I think it was the game they meant to the first time.
What about you, Sense? What you been playing?
I haven't played nothing much because I worked overtime this week. Plus I've been I'm ready to move. But like I said, last time I played was basically Horizon, so that's about it.
Oh, okay.
You like Horizon?
It's good. I like Horizon. It's good.
It's okay.
I think that's the next game I'll play
So
after this.
basically, since I'll be moving tomorrow, but after that I'll be back in gaming mode.
Oh, okay. What about you, Retro?
Well, I've been playing plenty of Zelda since it's the only thing I can play on the go, and I'm always at work. A little bit of Awesomenauts here and there. Unfortunately, only enough to raise my rank by one additional level. But yeah, Zelda for the most part, and it's been really good. Like, I've had enough time to finally fight some divine beast, and after all my traveling and being lost and just mercilessly killing opponents because I'm frustrated, I got some pretty good weapons. So boss fights have been pretty fun.
Okay.
Nice.
Did I get everybody?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think so.
Okay, I guess the games I've been playing Zelda for over almost 2 weeks until yesterday. Finally beat the last boss. I'm gonna go back and complete the shrines and side quests, but as far as the main story goes, god damn, what the hell is that noise?
Sorry.
What the hell? But anyway, I guess as far as I finished completing the game, the main quest is done, so I got to do some shrines and side quests, and I'll be completely with the game. I'm not gonna sit up here and spend freaking years trying to find them damn seeds. What you call them, Karuka seeds?
Karak seeds.
Karak seeds. Yeah, there's 900 of
There's
them.
so many.
I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that shit.
Not about that life.
So I guess after that, play some Horizon Zero Dawn. As soon as I beat Zelda yesterday, Horizon Zero Dawn is a really good game. I really do enjoy it. I advise everybody, whoever owns a PS4, to buy this game. It's really good. It reminds me of a Tomb Raider in a way. Tomb Raider and a little bit of Witcher. That's just how I feel about it.
Don't forget Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that too. So it kind of got all that in one game. So I really do enjoy the game. It's really good. So that's all I've been playing. So let's go ahead and get into these topics. Let's talk about let's get PlayStation out the way because we got a lot of Nintendo stuff to talk about. Okay, so this PS Now, I know last year that Sony basically suggests that they might put PS4 games on PS Now, and basically kind of sparked an outrage in the community, and people found out it was false. But yeah, little did they know it wound up being true a year later. And basically, it sparked a lot of fanboys to be all pissed off, and sparked the Xbox to laugh at the ponies, talking about how, that's what you get. Y'all laughing at us, now we laughing back at y'all. So it just a lot of fanboy stuff going on. It's just funny to me. I don't care about PC. I play my stuff on console. I just don't give a damn.
You live a simple peasant's life, real.
Whatever. I never said I was gonna get a PC, but right now I'm just a console gamer, so it doesn't affect me. I just don't give a damn. But
That's a rock, huh?
but as far as Sony goes, it's a good business strategy, especially with the stuff they've been going through financially with their other divisions. But I think it's a smart move. Sony should cater more to themselves in their. I know it might sound mean, but they need to think about Sony before they think about them PlayStation fanboys, because what they're doing right now,
yeah, obviously,
what they're doing right now is a smart.
Got the money.
Right, what they're doing right now is a smart business move. So, hey, I applaud them. They basically they doing what they're doing. They trying to make money, and I guess like I say, man. I don't care. It's a good move, but do I think that will Sony put a lot of I guess like brand new games on PS Now? Like for instance, like let's say God of War come out this year, will they be on PS Now? That's good. That's like another topic, maybe a debate we can talk about. But I think that in order for a big heavy hitter game like a God of War, a Last of Us, I think it's gonna take years in order for it to go on PS Now. I know, Retro. I know you feel differently about that, but man, let's start with you first. What do you think about that? 'Cause I know we kind of discussed this before the podcast. What you think they're gonna do with this PS Now? Do you think they're gonna have like older PS4 games on there to start with, or they're gonna put all new games on there?
They're definitely gonna start with older games first, and then like a year, 2 years down the road, they'll start putting newer games. But they're definitely gonna have newer games on there because Sony's all about Sony and Capcom. One thing, like I commend them for is as a business, they know how to make money. Like they care about money, so they're definitely gonna put them on there. Now, are they gonna announce that they're gonna do this? No, I feel like they're gonna be quiet and just do it on the low. But a year, 2 years later, they'll definitely be putting their newer things on there because if they can make more compelling things for more people to buy it, it's worthwhile. It's like any business. Like if you were like a 7-Eleven, a grocery store, or a Toys R Us, and you knew you could be in multiple neighborhoods and make more money, then why just stay in one neighborhood? It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
But that's all I got.
Okay. What about you, Dark? So, what you think about this subject?
I mean, it makes sense. You know, Microsoft has been doing it for a little while. They've been making bank off of putting games on PC, even though the fan base isn't too happy about it. But as long as Sony's making more money off of it, I don't really see why they wouldn't. Fanboys will obviously be upset because they'll make excuses saying it's not the same, this is not the same, that. It's more or less the same thing. So, good idea. Glad they're doing it.
Okay, cool. What about you, Nick?
I don't think this is going to take off as much as they think it is.
That is?
I mean, like people all going.
I thought you were about to pull a Jay Dauntless on us.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We were just joking.
I don't know. My internet's like fucking up right now, so I don't know. If I disappear, sorry. But
you fired.
The like what people are acting like they could just go buy a PS4 game and install it on their PC and play it. That's not how it's working. It's still a streaming service,
right? And
like streaming service is not as reliable. I mean, it can be pretty good, but always not always reliable, especially with games. Because like, I'm sure there's more resources going into streaming a game than there is a streaming a movie because it's more interactive. Plus, if you're streaming that game and playing the online version of the game at the same time, that might put some strain on it. So you're probably going to need some pretty decent PC just to get the close to a PlayStation like experience. Now I know people can build PCs that are like way better than PS4, and that's great. But how many people are going to go out of the way to do that just to play the PS4 games on PC, just to slight Sony fans or something like that?
You'd have to be a lunatic to do that.
So I don't know. Like I said, there's so many factors in on this that just I don't see working out as well. Me, I'd rather be able to just buy the game and play it, not have to worry about like, is the streaming service gonna be under maintenance that day? Like, did my internet like shut down on me for no reason? You know.
Now
So
that's
it's not guaranteed. Like, what if? Yeah, I mean, Sony likes to go under maintenance a lot with their shit. So
that they do.
Yep.
Plus the way Sony gets hacked. I mean, come on. Now that was sure as hell no one to trust the streaming service with that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of different factors here, and well, I kind of get why the Xbox people are kind of like using this to brag about it. At the same time, it's like they're still kind of misguided in the way they're doing this because it's not the same as how Xbox games are going to PC. Mm-hmm. Like, because with Xbox games on PC, you can either buy or download the game and that's it. It's not a streaming service. Yeah. Even though Xbox service, but same issues with that would have on PS4. You know, you're not always going to have 100% access to those games.
Right.
So I'm like, whatever. If it takes off, it takes off, but I don't see it doing as much as is really die off. I give it another year or two before they just get rid of the damn thing completely.
Okay. So you got on that? I guess. What about you, Alex?
Yeah, like we all kind of saw this coming when they announced PS Now. Like it's the natural progression for Sony. I made a video about this like months ago when that picture was teased about Uncharted 4 being on the streaming service, and I got a lot of pushback. A lot of Sony fans got really mad. But it's like, guys, it's happening. You need to get on board with it. And I can pretty much guarantee you Uncharted 4 is going to be one of the first PS4 games on this service.
Yeah.
Because it's already free with the console. They're pretty much done trying to sell this to you for $60. They made their money. They sold, what, like 8 million units or something like that?
Yeah.
So, like, they're going to give it away to the PC gamers now on the streaming service. And that's cool because you need a flagship title to sell the service. Nobody's buying PS Now. That's why you're getting PS4 games. Yep. That's why they added the DualShock 4 compatibility to it. Like, when you look at it, you should be able to connect the dots, but a lot of these Sony guys are just stupid, I guess. Yeah. It's not the same as what Microsoft's doing, because, like, we're talking about select games getting moved over. It's not day and day. You can't, like, when Halo 6 comes out, it's going to be on PC and Xbox on the same day. But Horizon, maybe a year from now, you'll get it on the streaming service. Possibly 2 years. I would hope they don't wait that long because that's pretty crazy. But maybe 6 months to a year later, that's possible. It's, again, streaming is not the greatest. I would rather they do it how Microsoft does on their streaming service where you can actually download the game. But they're not doing that. So we'll see how many people actually will sign up for this, because not everyone has the kind of internet to support streaming games.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, most people have, like, it's not one-to-one action. Like, there's a delay, so that's not exciting. But it's like they're going to do it because there's a lot of people on PC. There's, what, like 70 million Steam users or something like that? That's a lot of people to sell your games to, and they clearly just don't want a PS4. So this is the only way to get them to buy your game without actually putting your games on Steam.
Right.
This way Sony can control it. They can control so there's no pirating of the game. Because there's no way to copy it because you're just streaming it. So it's smart on their end, and like that's just what it's gonna be. Like at the end of the day, you want a PC, you can get Xbox games, PlayStation 4 games, and PC games now.
Right.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Make it the superior place to play games on the PC. That's
like when Xbox put their games on PC, that was amazing. And now Sony's doing it too. Like PC is the obviously superior platform now. It always was. But now it's even like on another level because you can play everything outside of Nintendo games.
Basically. Yeah, I think in order for this PS Now
you can even play those allegedly.
Even then, you can play them.
Well, I mean legally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with the PS Now, I think like in order for people to actually take it seriously, yes, you are right. Like put one of their flagship titles on there, like Uncharted 4. But at the same time, they need to fix their service. They need to at least do.
Yeah, they need to improve the service.
There's something we also forgot to consider about PlayStation Now, and I think this is the biggest factor in Sony's favor. Sony's special ability is still in other people's ideas. Xbox originally already wanted to bring the community together by making games cross-platform. All they have to do with PS Now, if they add PS4 games, is allow it to be cross-platform between their console players, so all their friends can play together.
No, the reason why that wouldn't work though is because Gaikai is pretty much the basis of what PS Now is.
Yeah,
they spent a bunch of money on Gaikai and it didn't turn up profit at all. So they really need the streaming service to work out some way, some form. If they can get that to work.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if it's streamed, that doesn't mean that people can't do cross-platform.
Yeah.
You mean like playing together?
Hold on, I still think
exactly like they could play together for multiplayer games.
All right, then yeah, I see you. That would be good. I like that.
hold on, Retro. Hey, I still think that they need to kind of take notes of what Microsoft is doing. Like when they say we can stream and download at the same time, that was a great idea. That's like one of the best ideas Microsoft done in a while. But I've been having some issues streaming my PS Now games sometimes because we already know their service not as great as Microsoft. But if Sony would give us that option to download our games, like I think that would actually sell really, really well because like not everybody has good internet connection, so that's probably why it's not doing as well. So yes, so I still think they need to put fewer flagship titles on the PS Now. Give us an option to not only stream it, download it, and I think they got something really special going on. But besides that, if it's just streaming, I don't know what to say about that. Maybe they go make a little bit more money since it's on PC. But as far as banking billions and billions of dollars, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. To be honest, did I get you, Nia, about this?
No, like 9 times out of 10, it's gonna stay streaming because.
Yeah, that's what they bought that service for.
Yeah, because like that's the reason why they invested in Gaikai. The only thing they need to try to improve on is the best way to kind of maximize their streaming service to where it could work on any type of internet connection. Like that's kind of like the main issue with PS Now is that it requires like such a lofty internet speed that a lot of people don't really benefit from it. But I kind of want to offer like a little bit of a different perspective on the conversation because I was talking to a couple of my Sony pals on Twitter, and they're not happy about this.
Come on, Jack.
No, I wasn't talking to him about it. I was talking to some of my other Sony friends. So like they were like upset, saying that it wasn't a good move for Sony because now that means that they don't have any real exclusives that they would bring.
That doesn't even make sense.
That doesn't make sense. And this is kind of like the angle that I came from. Like a lot of people were talking about how, the Xbox doesn't have any exclusive now because of the PC, but in actuality, they still do. Because for one, you're not playing these games on, PlayStation, you're not playing these games on Nintendo. You still have to go through the vendor who is Microsoft to access these games. And I think it kind of goes over Sony dudes' heads because well, at least the people that I was talking to, because a lot of them aren't really familiar with the way that things go on PC. Because even when you buy like Xbox Play Anywhere titles on the PC, you still have to go through Windows. And then with PlayStation Now, you're still going through the vendor, Sony, to get these experiences. So they're still exclusive to the PlayStation brand and the PlayStation ecosystem. And I think that's something that a lot of people really just don't understand. And like one of my homegirls was like, well, that makes you a hypocrite for saying that because when Street Fighter 4 came out, you were talking about how it was multi-plat. And I was like, because it was on Steam, which is a third-party entity, whereas PlayStation Now is a PlayStation entity. Like, that's the difference. Right. That's the main difference here. And I think that a lot of people who are kind of making a big fuss about it,
it's just fanboys.
I don't really want to say they're fanboys. They don't really
kind of are though, because the only reason they're mad is that it's not only on their PlayStation.
But it's like, but not only that, they don't understand how it works. Like they don't understand how Steam is.
Who do they think is getting this money?
PlayStation is getting the money, but
no,
they don't.
Who do they think is getting it?
They don't know.
I don't know. I think they look at it because PC people are able to. Because PC people are able to access it. I guess to them that's like the difference. But it's like Sony is still getting the money, regardless if you're getting it on PlayStation or you're getting it on.
Why? No, let's just put it this way: why does your friend? I'm just gonna say your friend for whatever. Why does your friend care if Sony is the one getting directly the money or not? Like I don't think that's why they care. I honestly think they just care because it's not only on their PlayStation.
Yeah, you don't have to buy a PS4 to play.
Why the fuck would they care if it's going to Sony or not? They don't care. That's not their wallet.
I don't get it. I mean, all these people that call themselves competitive gamers, why complain about more opponents?
Exactly. And why complain about another place to play your game?
That's what I don't understand either. And then, like, one of my friends also brought up the fact, like, what about, like, Nintendo? You're a big Nintendo person. Like, you don't care about the mobile stuff? Like, why should I? Mm-hmm. That just means more people have access to Nintendo IPs. I don't understand this. But then again, I'm not a participant in the list wars, so I guess that's the difference.
That's all it is. The list wars.
I guess that's really the main difference.
The only thing that I don't understand is you saw when this was announced by Sony, like Sony guys were slitting their wrists, they're ready to jump off mountains and stuff. But there's Xbox guys celebrating like somehow this benefits the Xbox.
It doesn't benefit the Xbox.
The only people this benefits are PC gamers.
Yep. No,
like PC gamers get Xbox games, PC gamers get PS4 games. PS4, Sony makes more money, which is fine. Xbox makes more, or Microsoft makes more money.
And that's a good point too, because like I was telling people on Twitter, like games these days cost so much money, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're spending movie budgets on video games now. Like you think they're not gonna try to make up the difference somewhere? Yeah. They got to make up the difference somewhere, you know?
But like again, like this is not a benefit to Xbox. At the end of the day, your Xbox games are still on PC, and they're available in a way that these Sony games are not. I can go and buy a Microsoft game on Windows 10 day and day with the time it comes on Xbox, and it runs better, and it looks better, and you can potentially get it cheaper because of third-party websites.
That's true.
So like, it's not even in the same realm of what Sony's doing.
I think really what it boils down to is that if you feel that Xbox Play Anywhere are still exclusives, you also have to admit that PlayStation Now games on PC are still exclusives. Like nobody can make fun of anybody anymore. And I think that's kind of really like the biggest deal anymore. Like nobody has an upper hand so much anymore because it's like you can still have them played on some place else that's other than like your console. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't understand. I'm not.
But like that's what we're moving towards. All of them are going to eventually do this. Like the whole idea is to get their game on as many platforms that you own as possible. Yeah. So like you can play your Xbox and then you go to another room and you can stream it to your PC. That's really cool. That's a really cool feature of Play Anywhere.
And to be honest, I think Nintendo needs to jump on that too.
Yeah, Nintendo. Well, you can literally bring your Switch anywhere you want, though. So they kind of already have a better version of that.
I doubt Nintendo do that. They too stubborn to do that shit.
I mean, they're already doing the mobile thing, which I think is going to be an extension of their handheld, since they're kind of going forward with the whole hybrid thing.
But if Nintendo was to try and do what Xbox is doing right now, that's going to take them at least another 5 years to catch up.
I guess with these Xbox out here, they basically just getting back at Sony guys because they was laughing at Xbox.
But it doesn't make any sense because it doesn't benefit Xbox.
It's the flame wars, dude. That's all it is. It's the fanboys. That's all it is.
I don't understand because you can get Xbox games on the same day on Windows 10. You can't do that with PS Now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They still just don't get it.
But regardless, you can still play PlayStation games without having a PlayStation. That's kind of like the whole thing.
I understand that. But like,
accounts, but
what Microsoft is doing is completely different than what Sony's doing.
Did they give a release date whenever they're going to be releasing PS4 games on PS Now? Did they give a release date? So. Okay. Well, either way it goes, it's not,
sometime this year.
Long story short, it just doesn't pay to be a fanboy.
Yeah, it doesn't pay to be a fanboy.
At the end of the day, you have to understand, like Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo, they don't care about your little list wars.
No, they don't.
They don't care about you. They don't care about your fanboy nonsense. They don't care about your emergency podcasts. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is making money, and this is what makes them money. So you just have to either get on board or stay salty, I guess.
Let's get somebody else in on this conversation. Let's get with you, Retro. Did you chime in on this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, what about you, Sinister?
Basically, when it comes to this fanboy war, the fanboys, they're just crying a fucking ocean. I mean, ever since they got announced and stuff like that, because crying river streams, whatever. So, you think Yoshida gives a fuck? No,
Yoshida don't give a shit.
About money.
So Yoshida, he's too busy taking pictures of ideas like the Switch.
He's too busy at Nintendo events stealing the Switch ideas.
Oh damn!
I mean, he's sitting in his office shipping champagne, counting all the money and stuff like that. That's all that matters.
Chill, bro, chill.
He was there. He was spotted taking a picture of it.
He was. That's why it's so funny.
I saw it. Like, y'all gotta chill.
That shit is hilarious.
He started it.
But anyways, to me, I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. I mean, think about it. You got your favorite consoles playing on one thing, it's on the PC. So it's like, there's pros and cons about it. Yeah, the pros is on the PC, but the cons is, unless you got a T1 connection, that's just going to look terrible when it starts lagging and stuff like that. I mean, you got to have some strong-ass bandwidth if you want to play, stream some of those games. I mean, unlike what Microsoft is doing, you got two options. You can stream or download, but those, it's like apples and oranges compared to that. But
also, Sony needs to reduce the price because Microsoft's only charging $10 a month for this. Sony's charging $20.
Exactly. You see, like Sony, I mean, they love the copycat. That's in their playbook. Copycat, whatever the competition's doing.
Whatever works. Hey, it works for them because people praise them for it every time.
Yeah, of course, basically.
Innovation.
It's an innovation. It's like, well, we just steal. That's what our idea is. That's what we do.
But
It's
if
like,
they are gonna steal something, I hope they steal that because I would like to spend $10 less a month.
That's facts.
that's their play.
Yeah.
That's it.
And,
Well,
you know, they're not gonna do the download thing because they want you to stream. But whatever.
yeah, but see, I call like the Sony, like, you know, the Patriots, says they like to cheat, cheat to win. But then anyway,
Damn. Got him.
yeah, because they like to cheat to win, and it's working for Sony. So it worked for the Patriots, it works for Sony. So long the days, the dollar,
What is Xbox? What's the worst team in the NFL right now? That's Xbox.
Dang.
Damn.
I don't watch football, so I don't really know.
Go ahead,
Messed
sis.
up.
Go
No, but it comes to, you know, what comes to pricing, but that's all I have. I mean, pretty much y'all already said everything else.
All right, what about you? Did we get Dark Star on it?
Yeah, you already spoke.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
For the PS Now thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went already.
So that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay.
Care about it? No. Fuck that shit.
Okay, so closing. I guess in closing with this subject, like I say, man, I don't care. Like it's a good idea. Like eventually, I will go into PC one day, so maybe I can go ahead and try out the glorious 4K 60. Is that what you call it, Alex?
That's gonna cost a lot of money.
That's gonna cost a lot of money, my guy.
Hey, we'll all get there one day.
One day I'll get there. One day I'll get there. So it's just like I say, man, like just play your games. Just leave that fanboy shit at the door. Like these, let's be honest. Like it's majority. It's really the minority of the fanboys in each of these gaming sides, but it's really
It's
majority.
just the fanatics that are mad about this.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. Like anybody who's not a fanatic will see this as a positive thing.
It's majority of the casuals that buys all gaming system all the time. So Sony and Microsoft just cater to the casuals and everybody. Like like you said, it's the fanatics. So fuck it, man. Like I don't give a fuck about that. So I guess let's talk about did y'all saw that? We just talk about this real quick. Did y'all see that little trailer, Sonic Forces?
I haven't had a chance to see the Sonic.
It's only like 30 seconds.
It's 30 seconds, but you know, I'm getting that Sonic Generation vibe, but it does look pretty good.
It looks good.
And it looks
it actually looks good.
So does it play like Sonic Generation? It was like classic Sonic, and then like.
Well, it was like a 30-second gameplay clip at some
basically.
event.
Yeah, it's like a 30-second. You know, it looks really good. It looks like a PC port. It looks pretty damn. It looks really good. So it's just a little 30 seconds, man. Like, it's not really much to talk about it. Like, it just look good. Like, I want more information in order for me to get hype about this game. We didn't have a good Sonic game. What's that?
Was it gameplay?
Yeah, it's gameplay.
Yeah, gameplay.
Like somebody was live playing it.
Yeah, somebody was live playing it. So yeah. So basically, you're looking at a TV. So you're not gonna get the full.
Yeah, it's off screen.
Yeah, it's off screen. So basically, it's just a little snippet of what we're gonna get pretty soon. So I'm expecting a full trailer of these Sonic Forces games this coming. Yeah, E3. So it's gonna be very, very interesting because I am looking forward to a new
Sonic Mania got delayed today.
What?
Yeah, I heard about that.
When?
Yeah, it got delayed till summer.
Oh,
why?
that's bullshit.
I saw that one too.
I don't know. I didn't see the reason.
Yeah, so that's
Game Explain
bullshit.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did they get it delayed?
I would imagine it's for the Switch port.
You think so?
I mean, at the same time, is that really a bad thing to get a Sonic game in the summer when we're kind of dry on games?
Right.
I wouldn't be. I don't have a problem with that, to be honest.
Yeah, like that's reasonable to me.
So basically, I don't know. I guess whoever saw this, I know Alex, you saw it. What do you think about this Sonic game? Do you think it's going to be a lot better than Lost World and Boom?
Well, yeah.
What do you think?
That 30-second trailer alone was better than Boom. But like it looks good. I was surprised. Like obviously it's hard to tell too much from a 30-second gameplay clip, but it looked polished. Like the game visually looked good. It was smooth. If Sonic was moving fast, unlike Sonic Boom where he moves like a fucking old man. So this could be a good game, but when it comes to Sonic, you gotta wait and see. Don't get your hopes up.
It's like
because they might let you down, but they've been working on this game for a long time, so I expect it.
Yeah,
I don't like that trying.
I expect a good quality Sonic game because y'all gotta remember, like
I expect it to be good.
During the development of Sonic Boom, the Sonic team was already working on this. Remember, the Red Button was working on Sonic Boom, so they've been working on this for years. So I expect they really good
they've been
game.
doing this for a while, so it better be good.
So yeah, it better be good. So what about you, Docstar? What you think?
I'm not even really a huge Sonic guy, but I was pretty I'm excited about it. I mean, the only Sonic game that I played that I really liked was Sonic Colors, The rest of them haven't really touched too much. So if it's anything like that, then I'll take it. Like, looks good.
Okay.
It does have a Generations vibe to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Generations is a really good game. I really did like Generations. That was a really good game. What about you?
What is it called? Sonic Forces?
Yeah,
Sonic Forces.
Yeah. What about you, Nick? Did you see it?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
That's it?
It looks like it was like a level from Sonic. The hell is that game? Wow. You know, the one where he turns into the freaking werehog or whatever?
Oh, werewolf?
Unleashed.
Yeah, Unleashed.
Yeah, it looked like a level from there, but they added like fire and shit. Like,
was it that? Was it on screen?
Might be part of that
by Southwest.
Yeah, that one.
So.
Okay, it looks legit. Like.
Yeah, right.
Yo.
All right, so that's all you got on that.
Sweet,
Nick?
a new shield.
Yeah, there's not much to go on. We just saw the
Okay.
freaking clip.
All right. Yeah.
But it's pretty. I give it that.
Oh, you looking at it right now, Nia?
Yeah.
I just hope it's good. That's all I gotta say.
You just gotta remember, like this Sonic game has to compete with Mario Odyssey. And that is a tall task.
If it comes out in the summer, it won't have to.
Yeah, if it comes out in the summer, it won't be competing with Mario.
At the end of the day, we're talking about a major, not open world, major 3D platformer game from an iconic franchise versus Mario Odyssey.
So we got two iconic franchises going there.
So they're obviously going to be compared. They have to be.
Yeah, it will get.
It's Sonic and Mario.
Everybody knows it. The time frame though kind of keeps them apart. Like Sonic will still have its opportunity to like be like by itself, like to be compared to itself as like a legit game.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, if it were to come out in like the fall, then I think that's when the whole comparisons between it and Mario would come. That's just me.
You think I think I know what will sell this Sonic game a lot more. If Sega come out and basically throw some shade at Mario this coming up holiday, I think that would be awesome, dude.
Honestly, I don't think that.
Oh, you know what they could do? They could be like Sonic Forces. Start your Odyssey today.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh,
we can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Start your Odyssey today.
I think that would be awesome.
There you go, Sega. You can have that one for free. I know you're broke.
Shut your ass up. Oh well. Anyway, what did you see it? Retro? Did you see the clip?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. It reminded me of Generations and Unleashed to some extent.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you can kind of make like the little drift turns when you run and whatnot. That was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Like one of the things I think is good with summer is that we've been having issues with Sonic games. So since they're hit or miss, playing it in the summer, in my opinion, is like no risk. So that's worthwhile. And then the other thing I think that will be worthwhile with this game possibly is it forces implements like some older school characters as well. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be old Sonic, old Tails, and old Knuckles, but there's older Sonic characters from those generations that don't exist in the newer games that would have been worthwhile. Like the Chaotix team. The original Chaotix team had Mighty the Armadillo, who had super strength and he can wall climb like Knuckles. It'd be nice to have him back in the mix. Something like that.
I want Shadow back.
Or Knack the Weasel the Bounty Hunter, who had like traps, a whip, and a gun. That'd be cool.
Just don't bring back that little boomerang bitch from Boom.
Oh yeah, I hated her. I don't even remember her name.
What was her name? I think that's what it was.
It must be, because she definitely was childish.
You can keep that shit.
You ain't talking about Styx? Styx?
Oh, that's her name. Styx.
Styx.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's the new character.
Styx, Trish, Trash. You can name her either one of the three.
Don't matter. She's trash.
All right, so what about you, Sims? Did you see the 30-second clip?
Yeah, I seen the clip. I mean, yeah, it looks amazing. I hope Sonic gets back into true form because I mean, yeah, because like his last few outings haven't been that great, but
yeah.
But here's the thing, yeah, it's like. Yeah, Sega come out and, cut a little promo, like a little heel promo and stuff. Like I said, throw some shots at, Mario and all that stuff. Like,
I think that'd be awesome.
I think that would be really fun if they did stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, but the summertime, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, it'd be great, just it'd be a great time to play, like Retro said. I mean, it's not,
Yeah, summer's a dead time, anyways.
Yeah, because that's E3 time. I mean, that's a good time to play and stuff like that. But that's all I have on it.
Okay, yeah, we don't really have much to talk about it because it's just a 30-second clip. But yeah, I do get that Generations vibe, and I love Generations. That's one of my favorite Sonic games. But I need to see more for me to actually get really excited about it. I'm pretty sure E3 roll around, we'll get more trailers about the game, and of course it gets released. Hopefully Sega will not release this damn game next to Mario, because I think that's suicidal, to be honest. But I guess after that, let's go ahead and talk about this ROM situation. Not just ROM, just third parties in this situation with Nintendo.
Yeah, this is actually another game has done what ROM's done now. Puyo or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Puyo Tetris. Yeah,
they did the same thing.
Yeah, they did that. The Bionic Isaac is $40, and you could buy it on PS4 for like $10. ROM is $30 on PS4. Xbox One is $40 on Switch, and I still trying to understand why the hell does this Ultra Street Fighter 2, a 20-something-year-old game, cost $40?
There's no fucking way that game's worth $40.
So basically, I just want to, I guess give my 2 cents in on why I think they're actually doing this, and why is Nintendo letting these third-party companies let them do that. I know Nintendo just said that it's up to them to do that. That's their pricing, but at the same time, if Nintendo allow these third parties to basically fuck over their consumers, that's a Wii U situation all over again. So what Nintendo should do in order to basically control this mess, because a lot of shit is going on right now. A lot of fans is not happy. I'm not happy. I just bought this Switch. I would like to have some kind of third party support on this console, but if these games gonna be this much, I'm talking about indie games costing $40, then what's the point? Is third parties, are they talking about, well, they get to play on handheld and console, so we're gonna jack a $40 price tag on a game supposed to cost between $20 and $30. So so I guess so. Oh yeah, we did get an answer from one of the third parties. He basically said the price of the cartridge is I guess it's more expensive than putting on the actual Blu-ray. So that's why they drove up the cost, and they forcing these Switch owners to pay more money. And Nintendo's, all they say is up to the developers. So Nintendo, if all these developers, they continuously keep pissing your fans off, like, these fans is not going to go back to third parties. We in the same situation, and all we got to look for is a bunch of Nintendo games, in which we had that last generation, and look how that turned out. So let's just talk about this. Let's start with you, Nia. What you think about this?
I feel like it's one of those kind of situations where, like, Nintendo they really need to, like, make sure they're supplying cartridges to these people. Because if Nintendo is putting these people in a situation where they feel like they have to spend so much money for, like, the cartridge format, Nintendo should be the ones who are, like, getting that cost put onto them for this. I don't think that I don't know. I'll take that back. No, I don't take it back, but I'll say it like this. We talked about this on Team Red Talks on Tuesday, and the situation with the Ryan people, I feel like it's a lot of that situation is of them just not, like, managing their money right. But in the case of everyone else, I think it's Nintendo's fault, because it's like, first of all, they've put these developers in a tight spot to where they're paying for cartridges, and they are a little bit more costly than this. They're not as expensive as they used to be back in the day, like with a Nintendo 64 and all that. But they are a little bit more of an added cost. So that is, like, a real thing, right? And not only that, but with the whole, like, thing with their digital shop, because they're saying too that if you have a game that's a certain price physical, it has to be the same price on the digital shop.
Yeah.
And like a lot of it is that as well, because if it was as easy as, okay, the physical release will be a little bit more expensive, but then the digital cost will be, $10 cheaper, then I don't know, I really wouldn't be tripping, to be honest. But the fact that they have to be the same cost, like, that's kind of an issue with Nintendo. And I feel like I think it's a good thing that Nintendo is trying to give these developers more freedom, because for a long time it's been a situation where Nintendo was over-regulating developers who were trying to put games on their system. But now it's like they're giving them too much freedom almost, I feel like, with the whole pricing situation. Like, if they're leaving it up to the developers, like, Yeah, I'm not really okay with that. I feel like they should make sure that whenever these games come over, if they're on other systems as well, then they need to be like the price needs to be comparable to what's on the other devices. Like I just don't. I'm not about that, spending more money life just because it's on like the Switch, and I kind of want like a portable version as well. I'm not here for that, to be honest.
Yeah. Nintendo know what they got themselves into. Like we went through a similar situation back in Nintendo 64. It's very expensive developing games on these cartridges. Now we're going to a similar thing with the cartridges on the Nintendo Switch. They knew about this.
But here's the thing, though. Here's one thing I don't understand. Like I get that cartridges are a little bit more expensive than discs. But how come we didn't hear this issue for like Vita and 3DS? Like, is it really that much more expensive? Like, I get it's probably more expensive.
$10 more though.
But is it that much more expensive? Is what I'm saying. Like how much more expensive is it exactly?
Well, I guess with the Vita and the 3DS, the production cost of the game is lower because they're smaller scale games.
True.
Yeah. And these games are in HD, so I kind of understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, Vita games are like sub HD.
They're almost HD.
It's almost, not HD.
Almost.
Almost.
Just like almost some of the time Sega can make good games.
Oh
damn. You fired.
Motherfucker. Fired.
You're fired. You're fired.
You still going there?
No, I'm done.
All right,
I think that if it's a cartridge situation, Nintendo needs to handle that.
They need to handle that.
They need to fit the bill for this. They're the one that set the medium.
Yeah, because like I'm pretty sure a lot of Switch owners actually owns other consoles. So yeah,
exactly.
They're gonna get it on the other consoles.
Get it where it's cheaper.
Yeah, just like Rule to Review, he says he's gonna get on the PS4, around on the PS4 because not only is it cheaper, it's coming out first. That's another thing Nintendo needs to get straight.
They need to work on that.
They need to work on that. Like we had these issues with the Wii U, and look at it turned out. Like it's like this: if these games not coming on day one, just don't even bother at all because Switch owners, Nintendo owners, whatever, they're not gonna buy it. Either they're gonna buy it on the other consoles, or they're gonna feel so down salty they won't even support the game because they're pissed. So that's something Nintendo, they still need to learn from their mistakes with the Wii U. I feel that they learned a lot of stuff, but they still got stuff they need to learn. That's how I feel about
like that price parity thing. Like that's
price parity is very important.
That is very important. That is. What about you, Darkstar? What you think, man?
I mean, this is really similar to what happened with the Wii U. Like when the system first came out, we got a lot of third-party games that were overpriced and people were not buying them. And honestly, the only good thing I can see about this is that it's just like these small indie devs and not like big AAA games that are coming out.
Because they can eat the cost.
Yeah, they can eat the
indies can't.
You're right. So I feel like I'm kind of glad that it's these smaller devs for right now. If Nintendo can fix this problem with if these cartridges costing more and they'll need to,
Sega's not
pay the
smaller
developers.
Sega's $1 billion company.
That's true.
Puyo Puyo is a Sega game.
That's a Sega game.
Right.
So what the fuck?
Yep.
That's really
not cool, Sega. Not cool.
That is not cool.
I mean, is Sega really a big company though? Like,
they were.
Oh damn!
Then they just started to say shit like
no. They're still $1 billion company. Stop hating.
I don't know. I'm sure it'll. I don't fucking know. It's kind of annoying. I'm still hyped for Rhyme. I'm probably still gonna get it.
Rhyme looks fun.
It does.
It looks really good.
But I still don't understand.
Fuck that Tetris game.
I don't understand. I still don't understand. Like that Rhyme game looks like a game that majority of the Nintendo consumers would buy. So why check the price up on it? That doesn't make sense. That's why I don't understand.
Yeah, that's kind of the messed up thing. Like that's right up Nintendo guys' alley, but this is gonna turn a lot of people off.
Like with Rhyme, like we talked about this on Tuesday. With Rhyme, I kind of give them a pass because the Switch was not one of the platforms that they were intending to make it on. They had to crowdfund the rest of the game after the deal with Sony fell through.
That's kind of why I don't give them a pass though, because like how much money you have, you should understand the trajectory of your finances. You need to understand what you can do, what you can't do.
But with them, I don't know. With them, I just think it's okay because they're actually outsourcing the game to another company just to make the Switch version. But like when we're talking about Sega, they're doing it with Puyo Puyo. That's some bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like Sega shouldn't be allowed to get away with that. That's retarded.
I'm fine with the Rhyme thing because the fact that it was supposed to be a PS4 exclusive, and they're like, okay, we'll bring it to everything,
Exactly.
including the
I
Switch.
don't think those guys are doing it out of malice.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing it out of malice either. I just think it's poor money management on their part.
I'm just glad the game's coming. I'm not gonna lie.
So what about Xbox?
I don't know. Rhyme is the kind of game I want to play on the Switch.
So
Xbox is not. They're not gonna buy that game.
If this game was only announced for PS4, it's on the Xbox as well, so it's the same price as PS4. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but it was crowdfunded, I think, for all of them, right?
No, it was a PS4 exclusive.
Wait. So where did the crowdfunding come from then?
After the deal fell through with Sony.
Whatever.
Oh, okay. So the deal fell through with Sony, and then they crowdfunded it to where it could come to PC and Xbox, right?
Right.
Okay.
What about that other subject? I know a lot of Nintendo fans are pissed off. What's that Disney collection? What is it?
Oh yeah,
that's
Disney
so
collection.
Disney.
That is so stupid. Like,
Yeah.
so
The only thing that
fucking
I think that the reason why it's not coming to the Switch is because it probably wasn't like intended. Because y'all have to remember, like when the Switch was like when we first found out that Nintendo was having a new console, they were not giving them dev kits out left and right. There's a lot of people who still
making that game.
It shouldn't take much to make this game. It's a 16-bit game. What the hell? It's an emulator. Come on.
It's not hard to develop on the Switch either.
But they probably didn't. They probably didn't have the dev kits at the time when they were porting this.
What company's making that game?
I have no idea.
I think that's still pretty shady. It originated on Nintendo,
but Nintendo was real shady about their dev kits, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Nintendo was being very picking and choosing who their game dev kits.
They were being mad stingy with dev kits.
I should have given those to them.
Yeah, remember the Ori and the Blind Forest guy went on a fucking rampage?
Yeah, like he was mad.
One?
Oh, really?
I guess they love cherry picking.
I don't know, man.
They wanted to make sure EA and Activision and stuff got it first. I don't know why they wouldn't just make more dev kits, but that's just how they roll, I suppose.
That's why Nintendo gets treated the way they get treated.
That is true.
Yeah, the way they are, man. I'm just sick of it, man. I am.
I mean, they prioritize EA because EA was
as they
mad
should. Like,
they're
who are you gonna prioritize, the Ori and the Blind Forest guy or EA?
Ori was a good game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but EA makes several good games.
Yeah, they got some really good games. I'm still waiting on my Dead Space. EA ain't pissing me off, man. What the fuck's Dead Space 3 at? No, 4. Dead Space 4.
Are you sure you want a 4 after 3?
Actually, no, I didn't play 3. I played 1 and 2.
No, so he doesn't know.
Well, go play 3 and then ask for a 4.
It was that bad? Damn. I thought you don't play horror games.
I don't, but I know how bad that game is.
Whatever.
Well, the third one, not the first one's actually fun.
No, I liked the first. That was really good. I love horror games.
Oh shit!
Who else? Did you even go, Alex?
Yes, I think.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Nick? What you think about this ROM situation and these indies just overcharging us?
I don't know. I don't know why the indies are doing this. They're not. I just don't feel they're in the position to be demanding stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like eventually, like I said last time, if they become big developers, and I can see them pulling shit like this. But right now, who are you? Really? I don't know. At the same time, I think Nintendo might be allowing this because they're just desperate to get third-party games.
That's pretty much what it is.
And they're kind of hoping that maybe nobody will notice the extra price, which people will, but whatever. So that's pretty much my take on it. I don't know what else to say other than it's a fucked up situation, but
so why do you think that they're allowing the developers to set the prices though? Like, what's the purpose behind that?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Like I said, because they're fucking desperate. That's what I can say. They
don't want to lose any support.
They're bending over for the parties.
That probably
wanted them to, and now because of that, we're getting slightly more expensive games, and everybody's mad about that. You just can't please everybody or anybody, especially for Nintendo. I don't know.
I don't agree with letting them set the price. I think they need to be striving for parity.
If they're this desperate, they need to be getting bigger games too. Then fuck.
That's true. Like, how can you be this desperate for fucking indie games?
Yeah, it's not that.
If they're gonna be desperate,
that's the other thing.
Like they want to be desperate. Like, go after the big guns. Like,
if
Madden.
You be desperate, go get fucking Mass Effect. Shit.
Mass Effect, Madden, Resident Evil, freaking Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto. Like, if you want to be desperate, throw some cash at them. Bro. I've just been
Who
honest.
needs Grand Theft Auto when you have Lego City Undercover?
Oh man!
By the way,
Could it be $60 on the Switch? That Lego City Undercover?
Can't wait.
No, it's $60.
By the way, that is a great game.
it's gonna be
Hey, Rockstar Nintendo.
Yeah, but there's no reason that game should launch at $60.
better than Red Dead.
Wait a minute, is it more expensive on the others?
No, it's
But it's
$60
$20 on the fucking Switch on the Wii U.
Yeah, it's a it's a
because
Nintendo Select.
There's already a version of it available.
But then again,
Exactly. The game's been out for a while. There's no reason for it to re-release at $60.
Alex,
It's 60 on the other ones though.
Yeah, but it's 20 on the Wii U.
So you think that the Wii U should the Switch should have like a discounted price because it was already
No,
on the
they should
Wii U?
all launch at 20.
yeah.
You know what? I agree with that.
Well, it never launched on Xbox and PlayStation, so I kind of understand with that. Well, maybe
expensive on their consoles.
maybe not 20, but I think $40 should be the price of.
It should be $40. Yeah.
60 is too much.
Every
That's ridiculous. It's an old game.
Every remaster and ported game should be at least $40. I'm just being honest. Even Mario Kart should be $40. But hey, it's just my intake. I know a lot of Nintendo fanboys gonna disagree, but if we already played these goddamn games, then why the fuck you wanna resell it for the same price we bought it for day 1 years ago? It doesn't make sense.
Well, at least now you get the DLC. This undercover game offers you nothing.
It's greed.
No. It might offer us a better loading times.
Oh,
Totally worth the extra $40.
Yeah. Well, that loading time was pretty bad, man. Jesus
It was
Christ.
pretty terrible, actually. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Whose turn?
I guess I'll go. I didn't actually go.
Go ahead.
I thought I did. But yeah, like Rhyme, like I was saying before, like they kind of get a pass just because they're going out of their way to bring it to the Switch and they're outsourcing the game. I think it's to Tantalus is making it for them.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so like they gotta eat that cost, and then there's the Switch cartridges, which another cost they have to eat. All to bring it to the Switch. Like they honestly didn't have to. They didn't get any crowdfunding to bring it to the Switch. So like, as far as I'm concerned, like they're doing Switch owners a favor. But it sucks that Nintendo's not really helping these guys with price parity because like the cartridge is something Nintendo's forcing on these devs. Like you can buy Blu-rays for pennies on the dollar. These cartridges obviously cost more. There's more circuits in there and the plastic and all that shit. And apparently if you don't buy it in large quantities, they're even more expensive. And a smaller development team like an indie team isn't going to buy millions of cartridges because they're not going to sell millions of copies of games. Mm-hmm. So this is something that's going to happen in the early stages because they got to figure out how to get mass production of these cartridges. Like from what I understand,
only. I'll still stand behind that. If you know you ain't got money like that, go digital only.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a money issue when it comes down to like that's one of the biggest pet peeves I have with indie devs. Like you know how much money you have. If you don't have the money to eat that cost, you need to just go digital only.
At the same time, if they were allowed to sell a digital version for $30, this wouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah.
Like, but they have to do price parity with they still have fucking hell. I keep saying it wrong. The cartridge version for no reason. Like, if they could sell their digital one for $10 less, they'd have price parity with the other consoles, and then that would be okay. And you could buy the cartridge if you want. Like, have your cartridge because I
mean, but I get that. But if you know that you don't, let's compare it to Shin'en, right? Shin'en is a small indie company too. And what did they do with Fast RMX? They made it digital only. They don't have no physical release, and they're still able to sell it at a price point that people are comfortable with and something that they can afford to do. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you are an indie developer, don't go out of your way to try to bring a physical release if you know that's not in your monetary means. That's my whole point. But I understand that it is Nintendo's fault for making it to where they have to have parity against physical and digital. But if you're an indie small developer and you ain't got money like that, you cannot live beyond your means. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I guess Nintendo.
I know what you're saying, but like, at least with this, they've at least identified a potential problem. Because like, if they're gonna do it, then it's the bigger companies could do it later and use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
Even though, as much as I don't really like and agree with the price parity with the physical and digital release, even though if it was on eShop only, it'd be a lot cheaper. But like, if they will be undercutting these retails, and it might piss them off. So I kind of understand why Nintendo would want to do that. So it looks like Nintendo is kissing everybody's ass right now.
I don't know, like to me, maybe it's just me, but I think it's worth $10 more to buy the cartridge over digital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't have a problem with buying the cartridge. Like, I'm not gonna be like salty like some people are like, oh, I'm just not gonna buy it at all. I don't have
That's
a problem
just stupid.
with
That means you didn't want the game at all.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. It's just my personal gripe with indies.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is on my behalf. My personal gripe with indies and not utilizing your money and your budget well.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't want people out there thinking that I'm out there, hating on the game or nothing like that. It's just my personal gripe with indie developers. That's all.
Mia said, "Fuck them."
Mia said, "If you broken, you in the struggle. She don't care."
I'm saying, like, and then don't get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't work out in your favor, like I've always been brought up on this notion that you cannot live, what is it, a champagne life on a beer budget. That's what I'm saying.
Beer budget.
And a lot of indies try to do that. It's like, bro, you gotta crawl before you can walk, my dudes.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here. Nia said indie games need to man up and just drink 6-packs.
Oh my god.
There you go. All right, so that's how you go, Nia. No, that wasn't Nia. It was Alex.
It wasn't my turn. I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry.
Don't you always do it?
I forgot.
I mean, because it makes me upset because the game looks so dope.
Yeah.
And it's like they're gonna mess themselves up because they're not paying attention to their own budget. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
What?
Oh, sorry, I'm just fighting a rock piece right now.
Oh, well, anyway, I guess since Alex is still on Zelda, what about you? Did you go, Nick? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even going in line no more. I'm just randomly picking people.
What is this? Real Gamer Alzheimer's Edition?
Yeah, it's Alzheimer's Edition. What about you, Retro?
The way I see it, there's a lot that can be said about this, and I'm like, it's hard to determine what the case could be because there's very valid reasons on both sides of the fence. Like, I understand Alex's point that, like, hey, they're an indie company and they don't have many resources, and a lot of times the bigger companies, at least if it's Xbox or Sony, usually do give resources to smaller companies like that if they're interested in their game. And I understand Nia's standpoint that, hey, being a smaller company, they're asking for a little too much unproven, especially when we know some solid indie games right now on PC that have been proven and how much we paying for it, like $10.
Yeah.
So there should definitely be a medium. I feel like one thing, because of the Wii and Wii U incident with Nintendo, people are gonna ask for a little more, so they could try to accommodate them a little bit. But for a price raise that much for a game no one has ever played, I think that's a little too much personally.
Yeah.
And then and then as far as medium, I'm not sure what the solution is, but my solution would be like, maybe if Nintendo cut, like, say, half the cost, they're like, okay, we're trying to bring this to the consumer, but this is how much we can do, so we'll meet you halfway. Like, we're not going to do all the costs, but since you're willing to work with us with a lot of these changes, we'll meet you halfway. I think that'd be a little bit more reasonable. And then for these first-party companies, not even a third-party, this one's exclusively for first-party companies. You guys want to give a lot of your older games, and at the price you're selling these older games for, a lot of people aren't going to buy them. Like, the way I see it is, if you make some small changes to your new ones, it'll make it worthwhile on the Nintendo Switch. Like, if your game is the same on every platform, it's not going to work for Nintendo because they're not keeping up in graphic fidelity. But if you added some things that were only in the Switch version that matches the Switch, then the graphics wouldn't matter. So I don't see why wouldn't mind doing some small changes, because I mean, for the 3DS you still do it all the time, like you do Phoenix Wright and you make things exclusively for it. So I don't see why not do it for what you know is going to be a successful hybrid right now, because it's selling like hotcakes. So
even though I'm a little salty.
I agree with Matt. Yes, I should be a selectable character in Smash.
They still talking about Smash in the chat, but they talking about Real Gamer, ActivesiN, Nia for Smash. What the fuck, y'all tripping?
What?
they wild in that chat.
Hey, I want my own amiibo. I think I look like a black Winnie the Pooh.
Even though I'm not agreeing with a lot of these prices with these indies, but I really think that the indie's gonna sell mostly on Nintendo. It's gonna outsell the PlayStation Xbox version because you know why? Because it's a system that you also take on the go. In majority of the indie games, it fits well on a handheld than playing on your TV. So I really think it's going to do really well, but at the same time, I really feel that they're going to price gouge us a lot. And that's Nintendo's job to come in between and stop that and just cut it out. If they got to eat the cost of some of this, then do it.
Like Nintendo needs to make sure they're not doing this stuff because like you can't allow your product to be more expensive than the competition when there's no benefit. Like there's no extra content, there's no Nintendo content.
Yeah,
it's the same fucking game.
Somebody told me the bottom of Isaac it's $36 everywhere, and got the Switch version got extra content. So that's what somebody just told me a while ago. I forgot who it was. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is the same price everywhere because I think isn't it like a collection or something? It's like a collection.
I could have sworn I saw $10 price on PlayStation Store. I could have sworn I saw that.
That's an old one.
Probably
old version. Okay. I thought it was the same one. Okay, I didn't know. Okay. The game looks fun. I saw it. It actually looks fun. But yeah, like I say, man, I think the indie's gonna sell a lot more on the Switch than any other platform. So in order for these developers to not piss off these consumers, they need to ease up with the pricing. Nintendo needs to stop kissing ass and just tell them, hey man, like we got to eat the cost. We eat the cost. Like, and another thing, if there's some indies got some. If the Nintendo Switch got some indies in development exclusively for the Switch, then just do digitally only. Fuck the physical, because if we gotta come out our money, extra money out of our pockets for Nintendo's mistakes, then I won't be happy. I won't be happy. If it's on other platforms, I understand because PlayStation and Xbox they need their physical copy. But if it's just only Nintendo, then it better be digitally only because if I gotta pay extra $10, I won't be happy at all. I don't know, man. Did Sinister, did you go?
No.
Right, go ahead. What you think about this situation?
Based on what I take from most of you, yeah, especially when it comes like the cartridge to CD thing, is like, I mean, you have to go back to like the N64, when PlayStation decided to do the CD thing because it's cheaper and you get more room, and while Nintendo's taking the cartridges and things like that. But as far as like this company asking for that kind of money, it's like, yeah, that's you can kind of get up there, but just the way just some lessons that Nintendo hasn't even learned, or are they going to learn? That's up. I mean, that's up in the air.
Johnny Bravo for Smash.
Are they still at it with the Smash? Oh my god,
that would be hilarious. Like Johnny Bravo would be the best character ever.
It'd be amazing at Smash.
Yeah. How the hell we get on this topic?
And his taunt would be so disrespectful. He would just flex his hair and be like, "Man, I'm pretty."
Oh god. Go ahead, Sinister.
To be fair, that's that one Cartoon Network Smash ripoff.
Yeah. You still going, Sinister?
No, that's all I have.
All right. So did we get everybody on this topic?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Trump amiibo.
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit too much on this topic. Let's talk about the Jim Sterling situation. I know y'all want to talk about him. Okay, it was a few days ago. It was last week when Jim Sterling, gave us his review, and it kind of, I won't say alarming. It's not alarming to me. Like, I disagree with his review, but it's a few things they talked about I did agree with as far as the weapon durability and all that. But as far as giving this game an overall score of 7 out of 10, I think that's preposterous. First of all, this game not only changed for the better, it basically making us don't want to go back to the original format of Zelda. That's how good this game is. It doesn't deserve a 98 Metacritic score. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it's around that range. I think it should. But I know it dropped 1 point from 98 to 97, and a lot of fans went all crazy, threatening to hang his ass. They was just going crazy. Like, I'm not that kind of fanatic. I didn't agree with his review, but I'm not that crazy to send out death threats and hacking his website. Like, these guys are crazy. They're crazy as hell. But like, just looking at it as his review, like if you're looking at his other reviews, like it's not matching. Something is not right, and we already know that he has a history with Nintendo. He talks a lot of shit about Nintendo. He just don't like Nintendo because every time I see his channel, he shits on Nintendo. Do Nintendo deserve to get shit on? Yeah, sometimes they do deserve to get shit on. But when it comes to their games, I feel that their games don't need to be shit up because their games, but majority of their games are really high quality. And I felt that Zelda is a high quality game. The only thing I don't like about it is the weapon durability and the frame rates. But my overall score of the game, like,
yeah. Want to know a secret about Zelda?
What?
You won't have frame rate issues if you play it mobile.
I played it mobile a little bit.
Yo, it's fire mobilely.
I was told that if you disconnect the Wi-Fi, it will take those issues off. And I heard Nintendo's supposed to be giving us an update for that shit, so we'll be experiencing that shit. So I'm still waiting on that. Yeah, we need that badly. So basically,
my frames are buttery smooth on the go.
So I guess overall, like, I don't know, this Jimster, like, we know he has a history with Nintendo, so it did not surprise me that he gave this game a 7 out of 10. He knew he was doing it. He did this on purpose, man. So let's start with you, Nia. What you think about the Jimster situation? I know you don't agree with him. What do you think? You there, Nia?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's his opinion, dude. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a game of the generation for me. If it's not for him, then I mean, that's too bad, so sad, I guess.
Yeah.
Question mark? I don't know. I don't care. But that said, though, I have to be that guy. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you Nintendo fangirl. You know what? Call it what it is. I don't care. But I have to say it. I do feel like Homeboy did it on purpose because, and don't get me wrong, I like Jim Sterling. I think that he's one of the few people who actually does keep it real about a lot of stuff that goes on in gaming. But when it comes down to not this, I will say not this, but when it comes down to this, the Zelda thing, it's a little questionable to me. And the reason why I say it's questionable to me is because at first when people were like, oh, well, he gave it a 7 out of 10, I was like, okay, whatever, that's his opinion. Like, it's his opinion. Like, what are you gonna do? But here's the kicker. Literally the next day after, he had a video addressing people giving him flack for his review. And I'm just like, I know how Jim Sterling operates. Like when he does his Jimquisition, like those take a little bit of time. But like when he's doing his regular like impressions and his regular gameplay things, like he can pop those out like, you know, day after day. But when it comes down to the Jimquisition things, he don't pop them out that fast. I know because I watch his channel. So it's like for you to have a video, literally the next day, Jimquisition styled video, talking about the situation with gamers getting on you for your Zelda review. That's what made me perk up my head a little bit like, that's a little questionable, my dude. I can't even front with you. That said, people shouldn't be harassing him or de-doxing his site. That's just not okay. I expect Nintendo and Zelda fans to be a little bit classier than that. But as far as his review his itself, questionable, suspect. That's all I can say about that. But other than that, it's his opinion. It doesn't change the way that I feel about the game. I don't agree with the weapon durability thing. I think it adds to the combat, just my experience. But as far as like some of the other things about the game, like the frame rates, now that is what keeps this game from being a 10 out of 10 for me, personally. Like the frame rates really, coming from somebody who plays games on PC, like the frame rate drops are like OD jarring, and that's really the only thing that keeps it from being a perfect game for me.
You know what's been really interesting this generation that I find random that Nia just brought up that makes a lot of sense now? Now that Nintendo has brought out the glory of Zelda and has frame rates playing it in 1080p, it's official that no console can run 1080p 60.
Yeah, they can't do it.
I think it depends on the game. About it. Because there's games.
Well, they can't do it consistently.
There's games on consoles that do 1080 60, but it depends on what type of games they are. Like for example, Mario Kart is going to be 1080 60.
Yeah,
but that's because it's a closed environment. It's a racing game. Same with fast racing.
Same thing with Forza. Forza is always 1080.
Yeah, all racing games are 1080 60.
But like, you cannot have a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild 1080p 60. It's not happening. There's too much going on in this world to where you're not going to have that type of consistency.
Well, not on console.
Not on console, no. So, yeah. But as far as Jim Sterling, it's his opinion, dude. It's suspect, but it's his opinion. It is what it is.
What about you, Alex? What you think?
I think he fabricated the whole thing for reviews. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Like, he gives games that are objectively worse than Zelda higher scores, which maybe he likes them better. Who knows? But this game being a 7 just because he doesn't like the weapon system. And what was the other thing? Did he and the frame rate that deserves 3 points less? I don't know about that. But like at the end of the day, he got what he wanted. Like he got people to his website. That's what it's all about. That's why you can't trust people who make their living off YouTube, because they're gonna do stuff like this. Same thing with like review tech. Sometimes review tech makes a lot of videos that make sense, and then sometimes he just says off the wall shit to get a bunch of views, and that's what I feel happened here. And unfortunately, because of his because of what he wanted to do here, it brought the Metacritic score down because he wanted to get some views on his website. So it's kind of whatever. It sucks that he did this because I used to look at Jim Sterling as a kind of only guy you can trust for the most part as far as media goes, but like now I have to look at him differently. And that sucks because like I like his reviews. I like the things that he says usually, but like I can't trust him anymore because this is ridiculous. This game is in no way is a 7.
That's a really
you haven't seen a game with this high polish, with this kind of scale, this entire fucking generation, and he's gonna give it a 7 just because his review came out last and he wanted to get some fucking views. Like that's absurd.
A 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 is a barely passing score. Like just like in school, 70. That's barely passing a test, whatever. So he's basically saying that Zelda is a passable game. It's all right. It's average.
Right.
So durability was just too much for him. He couldn't handle it. I mean, I'm just saying, maybe it's just like that.
Like the wooden weapons and shields, I didn't care about it because it's wood. But how the hell can a metal or steel sword break? That's so funny. That's the only issue I had with that. But it doesn't deserve to get docked that many
when
points.
It comes to Zelda, like there is a couple flaws. Like obviously the frame rate is a problem. That should have been ironed out considering this game took 5 years.
Yeah.
So that's kind of ridiculous. Like it's not Fallout 4 bad where you're reaching sub 10 frames per second, but somehow that game gets a pass kind of bad. But it's still noticeable for someone who plays on PC now more often than I used to. I notice these things. And yeah, you do notice Zelda once in a while will kind of just stutter when you're out in the open with a lot of tall grass. It happens.
Yeah.
But the weapon durability is something you learn very early in the game, that this is how it is. This is a mechanic of the game. It's not something that you're not going to get used to because there's weapons everywhere in this game. Every enemy drops a weapon, so I'm not really sure why he's so confused about this. I don't know. I don't really understand. But again, like I just assume he's doing it for views, and that's just kind of whatever. Yeah. But a 7 it's too low. It just is.
King Garpach in the chat said 7 is a good score. Not for a Zelda game. It's not. Maybe for
8's a good score. I don't think 7's a good score.
No, 7 is like average. 8 is good. 9 is like excellent.
Wait, how do y'all scale?
7 is more like above average.
For me,
yeah, 7 would be a 70 in my grade. Good.
6 and 7 is okay. 5 is passable. Anything lower than 5, I won't even look at.
I wouldn't even look at 5.
See, that means our grade scores are different. Because with me, every one number is a 10. So if you have 7, that would be a 70, and so on. So for me, a 5 is like not really passing because it's in the middle. So
5. That's
at least from our grading system, a 50% is a failure.
Didn't the Switch, not Switch, didn't the 1-2 Switch get a score in the 50s?
Yeah, it's not even a game. That's like a party game.
Apparently deserves it, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm still
surprised they got that.
Yeah, people still bought it. Whose turn? Whose turn? Who just went? I forgot.
Retro was going.
Oh, you still going, Retro?
Oh, no, I'm good.
All right, what about you, Dark Star?
Yeah, about what Alex just said about the whole Fallout 4 getting a pass. I remember before this game came out and everyone was saying, "Oh, we know the scores are going to be good because it's a Zelda game and Nintendo games always get a pass and this, that, and the third." But when games like Skyrim and Fallout 4 come out, and even like Last of Us on PS3 when that first came out, all those games had terrible frame rate problems.
Yeah,
people easily looked over that because the gameplay was so good. I mean,
that's the same with Zelda.
But see, the problem with that is that the fanboys will say that, oh, you shouldn't overlook those problems. Those problems are very jarring. They're important when you're reviewing a game, but then they'll easily ignore those problems in games like Last of Us or Fallout.
That's facts, though.
Doesn't make any sense to me because it's like those games will have the same exact problems. A lot of the times it'll be a lot worse, a lot more annoying, and more prominent in those titles. People will just easily overlook that. And I don't understand what people will say that Nintendo games will get a pass. But, well,
you know what's the most hilarious thing somebody told me today? That the reason why The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild got a lot of like good scores was because of nostalgia, even though this game is completely flipping the Zelda formula on its head.
This is nothing like
that. Doesn't
this is a different formula. Like,
and you know what? And Alex made a really good point. Like, I don't remember exactly what you said, Alex. Maybe you can refresh my memory about the whole nostalgia thing. Like, we were talking about this earlier today.
What did I say? Something so profound.
It was along the lines of, if anything, like bad reviews are based on nostalgia because you can't accept the fact that like it's different or something like that.
Oh yeah, like anybody who's giving this game a bad review is giving a bad review because of nostalgia, and there is none in this game because the mechanics are completely different. It's unlike any other Zelda game. So when you look down on this game, it's because it's lacking nostalgia, and you don't get that same Zelda feel you used to get.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, this is a completely different game from Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, so I still don't understand what the hell they're talking about.
It's different than any other Zelda game other than the original, but like obviously much more updated than that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, you still going, Dexter?
That's about it. I just don't understand the fucking, what's it called? Like the bias against Nintendo games when it comes to stuff like that.
There's bias everywhere.
The double standards for this game is unreal.
Yeah.
Double standard, that's the word. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like whenever Record came out, a lot of people was all pissed off because of the scores, but it was basically, I guess, the same people that docked, I guess, the scores from a Record. They gave Bloodborne a pass, and Bloodborne wound up getting an excellent score.
I just beat that game. That game's frame rate is terrible.
So how did they get
Bloodborne has
passed?
terrible frame rate, but every reviewer didn't even talk about it. But then on Recore, they all cried about it and gave the game a 6. Now Recore is not an amazing game, but it's not a terrible game either. It's not a 6 because of just frame rate.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing I don't understand.
And load times. They said load times is bad on the.
Same with Bloodborne.
The load times were really bad on Recore.
Yeah,
that was an unfinished product.
Yeah, basically. So basically, those two games are similar as far as their problems. But why did Bloodborne get a major pass with a 90-something Metacritic score? Right. I see. We see the biasness going on. That's why we can't trust these people.
Yeah, because you get the bias is being paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like this generation.
It just depends on the reviewer. Like, I don't want to say it's biased. Like, sometimes it is, but then sometimes it just depends on who is reviewing the game.
Well, if you want to see, like, we'll talk about Jim Bitch Sterling. He gave Fallout 4 a 9.5.
Yeah.
That game has terrible frame rate. Where's the 3-point drop there?
It
has a worse combat system than Zelda, and the open world is barren and boring.
No.
That game gets a 9.5.
And the graphics are worse. Fuck that.
And the graphics are worse. It doesn't make sense.
Did we get to you, Nick, about this?
Nope.
All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit what he thinks. I never followed this guy before, and I'm not about to start now simply because he just happened to have a lower opinion than I did. And like I don't care. Like, he could have gave it a 0, and I'm gonna be like, whatever, fuck you, I'm playing this game anyway.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but it caused a Metacritic score to go down. Fuck you, I'm playing this game anyway. It's just like, I don't know, man. The whole thing might have just been like sub bait, and I'm just not biting.
It definitely was.
I've never watched or read any shit you put out, and I'm not about to start now just because you think you're trying to hook me in on something.
That's what annoys me about this so much, because I do watch his content. This really irritates me that he did something like this.
So it's like, and I think people are more upset that he made the Metacritic score to go down than the fact that he gave it a slightly less than.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is people are salty because.
Well, that's why they're DDoSing him. I'm mad because I can't trust him anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of me.
Metacritic is life for these people, so much so that there are people going to Metacritic to give 10s to Horizon Zero Dawn and Heroes of Zelda, and I'm pretty sure they didn't play either game. They have not played Horizon, they have not played Zelda. Yet they're sitting there going, "Oh, 10 for this game, 0 for this one," because if the Metacritic score goes above 98, the world will die or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, people were really salty because that Metacritic went down.
And then there are people
That's pretty much
went
what
down. So
happened.
it's like,
they need to get rid of that user score, man. It's just too many.
The user score doesn't even do anything.
It's too many,
I don't even know why people are making a big deal out of that.
It's too many fag boys. It's, that comment section is just as cancerous as the Digital Foundry comment section on their channel.
That user section is like the most poisonous place on the internet for video games.
As soon as the next big game
worse
comes
than
out,
YouTube, man.
It's all over again.
It's worse than Digital Foundry comment section. Did you?
Ooh, that one's pretty bad.
Yes, go on their channel. It is bad.
That thing is a battlefield.
It's bad on any positive Nintendo video.
Oh man, they be talking major trash. You still going, Nick?
I'm good.
All right. What about you, Sinister?
I mean, as far as I know, I mean, yeah, it's his opinion. Do I agree with it? No.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. I mean, Zelda's been a 30-year franchise, stuff like that. I mean, of course. I mean, yeah. After yeah, but after seeing your stream and how amazing it is, I mean, just as far as Metacritic, fuck them. I mean, I don't give a shit what they do, and they're biased and all that stuff. That's just me. But as far as like giving a score like that, I would give it a little higher than that, but and stuff like that. But of course, he's probably either not a fan of or probably doesn't know the learning curve, or he's just probably doing that shit for for clickbait, just
Something tells me he just couldn't get used to the learning curve.
I don't believe that. It's not that hard.
I don't believe that at all.
It's not that hard.
He plays
at
Dark
all.
Souls.
Exactly. There's no way he couldn't learn that shit. Did he just start playing games last week? I don't
Maybe he plays Dark Souls.
Like, I refuse to believe that. He plays fucking Dark Souls. That's harder than this.
Yep. It is.
But
go ahead.
As far as this whole situation goes, I don't expect to be following this dude, and like I said, I just don't care. That's just my take on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like we was talking about a while ago. I know people say 7 is a good, but no, these days 8 is good, 9 is excellent, 7 is average. That's just how I see it.
I don't know. I still believe 7 is above average. I feel like 5 is average.
5 is barely passable.
I can't play 5.
How's 5 passable? That's
like, because even if you think about it like on a 100-point scale, 50 is in the middle.
Exactly.
Which means
exactly
average.
Like my scale is on like Nia's scale. Like if it's a 5, I call it average, but it's gonna have a lot of flaws to the point that if you sold it to me for $10, I'd buy it. But if it was any higher, I wouldn't. That's what I consider a 5.
I feel like in modern gaming, 50 and 60 and below is trash, and 70 and above is passable. But in reality, 50 is average.
Yes.
In reality, in like real life.
I don't know. I would never spend my money on a game that's got 5.
Yeah, if it's getting 5 and 6,
really?
That sounds like a fucking waste of money.
That's because that's how modern gaming is these days. They think about it.
I don't think I would ever accept something that's a 5 out of 10.
I don't know. Like
that's not even worth renting.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Especially
unless it's like
I don't know, like,
because that's
what I'm saying. If it's $5, it's worthwhile.
But you also have to remember, if you're playing a 5 out of 10, you're investing your time. And a game that's a 5 out of 10, that's a waste of time.
Basically.
Not if it's a MOBA.
Waste of me, anyways.
Not if it's a MOBA, I don't think.
Like, money is one thing, but like time is more important than money.
Were you willing to pay $60?
So you feel like it's more like school scores where 70 is passing, anything else is failing.
So who in their right mind would spend $60 on a Metacritic score of 50?
I wouldn't.
I would never do that.
I would never.
That's what I'm saying.
I would never.
50 has to be $5 to $10 price range to sell. That's the way I look at it.
If you're thinking about it in terms of like school scores, then I understand why you would say 50 is bad. But if you're looking at it straight like a number line, 5 is average to me. But it just depends on how you view scoring.
But how is it average if it's just in the middle. Like that's a complete
because
like
the
1
middle,
point below and you
Because
fail.
in the middle is
average.
average.
Yeah, mathematically.
If you're
So-
mathematically
Financially
speaking,
too.
If you
We have
compare
middle
that,
class.
if you
Middle
com-
class is in the middle.
if
Oh,
you
I guess.
Just saying.
if you compare
That's
that
setting
to,
the bar really low.
but-
Though. Like if I'm spending money, I want something not to be shitty.
I got a question. Like, if y'all comparing that to school, 50 is that's a fail.
That's messed
That's
up.
That's an ultimate fail.
Game is
that's what
saying
I'm
if you
saying. Like,
if you average, you a failure.
If you're thinking about
Well,
it
it's
in
true.
school, 70 is passable, everything else is failing.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at it from a number scale, 1 through 10, 5 is the middle of the line. It's average. That's
Everyone wants to be average, though.
Exactly.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, y'all about to
Alex
get,
said Charlie Brown was a failure for a
What I'm
reason.
saying is on the number
Curly hair
line,
fuck.
50 is average. But if you're talking about school score, 70 is average.
Well, then let's use that.
That's what people use now.
Basically.
That's what you should use.
I think
Why
it's
would you wanna
different for
aim
each
low?
person, though. It's different for each person. Some people will look at it like through a school's perspective, and then others like it through a mathematical perspective. It just depends on how you perceive, a grade or a score.
That's
For
how
me,
you perceive the numbers.
yeah, for me, I'm still in school, so I look at it as a school perspective. I see it as
I look at it as school grade because I don't know, $60 for something that's a fucking 50 out of 10 is absurd.
Yeah. You won't see me pay my money for that shit. What did Sonic Boom get? Like, that should tell
Like
you.
a 3?
Like, nobody would buy that. That's trash.
And that game was $40.
No, it was. It was $60.
It was 60. It became 40 like 2 weeks later when no one bought it.
Unless you're talking about the 3DS version.
wasn't Mighty Number 9 $60 at first?
Might not.
Man,
No.
3DS version of
No.
Sonic Boom should have been $1. That game was bull. How do you have a Sonic game without boss fights? There was only one boss fight at the end.
How do you have a Sonic game where you don't run fast? The boss fights are the least of that game's problems.
That too. Everyone was tail speed.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Everyone's tails.
So, did I get to everybody on this topic?
I think so.
So
Okay, so the consensus is
Fuck a
That
50.
this is a very debatable topic because everyone has a different perspective of what's passing, failing, or how a grading curve should work.
But
I don't care. I don't care
retro,
about
we
this
talking
opinion.
about full-fledged $60 games. If you say a 5 is passable on a $60 game, you on that crack, dude. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, if it's a 5, then it better not be $60.
Questions, people. Let's get some questions out there. Questions.
I don't know. Nobody's review matters but mine.
Ooh.
there it is.
I like to look at reviews to know what you're getting into. I think going in blind into games, especially this generation, is stupid.
I think it's risky.
Yeah, it is a lot riskier now.
Yeah, well, half of these games come out broken. You have to listen to these guys to at least know if the game fucking works.
That's why I like to pay more attention to the contents of the review than the score.
Yeah. The root of all of it.
Jumpman, he said, "Do you think the Switch using the Turbo X1 is such a big deal?" What y'all think?
Are we still talking about this?
Why are we still talking about this?
I guess.
Yes, it's amazing technology. It's fantastic.
Yay! It uses a mobile processor that we've known about for a fucking year.
Why are we still talking?
All I can say about this, like, that's a
I
lot.
don't know. I saw a bunch of videos pop up today about this. We finally know the Nintendo Switch is using the X1 processor. Like, bitch, we've known about this for months.
Like, a couple of months ago. Like, shut up.
There were a lot of people that were arguing it was going to be.
I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed that they fit all this power in a handheld. That's the crazy part about that.
Like playing Zelda on a handheld like this.
Tiny little tablet has the power of almost an Xbox One at like an eighth of the size.
Yeah, basically.
When they finally release Pokemon for this thing, I might have to take a week off from work.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Like you can see from the visuals of the Switch the kind of power you're dealing with. What the fuck matters what chip it is? You can see with your eyes what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's all I don't understand why these people keep talking about X1 chip, X2 chip, X1. Oh my god, it's X1. Oh.
It's because it's a specs game now.
But even if it was the X2 highly customized chip, it still would have been weaker than the Xbox One. So what's the point of talking about it?
Spawnwave did a video about it, so it's important.
It's because they love gamers.
Like Spawnwave's really cool. I like his channel. He does a lot of interesting things, but like we don't. I just can't deal with this X1 shit anymore. Like who the fuck cares?
I don't understand. If people love specs so much, why don't they PC game?
Exactly.
I don't even love specs that much, and I'm a PC gamer.
Because they don't want to go to PC. That's why they're so excited about the Scorpio. They don't care.
I can't wait.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who cares? Get a PC.
Yeah.
You're the Scorpio, baby.
All you need to know is that the Switch is not as powerful as the PS4 and Xbox. That's literally all you need to know.
You should have known that from jump. It's a fucking tablet.
Yeah.
Hey, I dare say the Switch is more powerful because when you finish a day of work and you're waiting for a cab for an hour to get home, who's there to save the day?
Shut up, Rico.
All right, let's get back.
Save you on that bus.
Let's get back to questions. Let's get back to questions, y'all.
Him and his infomercials.
Talking about it's powerful because you get to relax with it. Shut up.
Alfred Ali, hold on. Alfred Ali says, "Do you think Zelda needs the franchise arrest?"
We have had a lot of Zelda in the last couple of years.
I was gonna get like a 6-year rest starting now.
Right,
I want the same format where you fight the Egyptian gods from Yu-Gi-Oh.
As far as rest, are you Yu-Gi-Oh? As far as rest, like we get a mainline Zelda game every 5 to 6 years. So unless you're talking about like ports and stuff, like I don't care about that.
What do you mean a rest? You know, the last time we actually played like a mainline Zelda?
That's Skyward Sword back in 2011.
Well, you gotta remember, we had Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, we have Majora's Mask, we had Link Between Worlds. That's a lot of Zelda and Triforce Heroes.
I mean, that's a lot of Zelda, but it's not like mainline Zelda.
It's not a mainline.
It'll be a while.
Again, I'm a Zelda shill, so whatever.
But in that case, if they talk about getting Zelda rest, they might go and get Mario rest. Does that make sense?
Mario does need a rest though, low key.
But
not if it's like Mario Odyssey.
But if it's making,
Mario Odyssey look like it's gonna be lit though.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what else we got.
I think that Zelda needs a rest. To be honest.
Chill.
I think Mario Party needs a rest.
There's other franchises that need to have games.
Hold on. We get a mainline Zelda game in 5 years. How you talking about rest? We had enough rest.
That's what I'm talking about.
We had
6 years since the last.
But if you're talking about ports, then okay, give the ports a rest. I want my new Zelda.
Yeah, get the ports a rest. But new Zelda?
I want my new Zelda.
You don't get new Zelda.
Zelda's gonna take 6 years anyways.
Yeah.
Shut up, Alex.
It runs on the same curve.
You're gonna get it next year?
Your opinion doesn't matter. We need Zelda. Period. So Alex, shut up.
Speaking of which, random topic, but do you know they have Legend of Zelda bathrobes?
Nice.
I'm pretty sure they do.
What?
Okay,
I've seen them.
Zelda has some frame rates drops and gets hate, but Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 had glitches and can crash and no one attacks.
That game's fucking broken.
I didn't know.
Hey, I didn't hate on those because of the glitches and crashes. I hated on it because I played it years ago in Japanese and it's so far behind now. It's like.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's just how long the Kingdom Hearts franchise makes you wait that kind of just aggravates and pisses you off as a fan.
Are they talking about the one that's about to come out on the PS4, or are they talking about the one that was on the PS3?
The 1.5 or whatever?
Yeah, that was already on the PS3, but they put it on to the PS4. Which version is he talking about that's glitching?
The one that just came out.
Okay,
2.8.
Yeah, 2.8. That's
2.8.
Okay.
Yeah, but speaking of that, since you mentioned Kingdom Hearts, because I was at the Comic-Con last week, and like this one guy that he cosplay, I mean, his costume was just dead on. I mean, just from the Keyblade to Zora's out. I mean, it's like it was amazing. But anyways,
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the few franchises that I'm interested in for the opposite reason. Like for most franchises, I'm like, okay, the action is fun and the story is cool, but I'm not gonna lie, Kingdom Hearts story is terrible. Like it's just gay.
Nah, man. Hold on. Let's calm down here for a second. It's complicated as fuck.
But the action is so much fun. That makes the game ridiculous.
You can't.
I'm sorry. The story makes me so mad. Like Riku should be the star. Like
the what?
That's number one. Number two, he was responsible, and Sora is such a child. Number three, the whole 30-minute ice cream scene, ridiculous, and they wouldn't let you skip it. You remember 258 Days? That stupid ice cream scene.
That's my favorite. Stop. Yo, stop.
So much salt.
That is my favorite. That is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game. I fell in love with Kingdom Hearts after 358.5 days. My boy, don't talk about that game. That game is a masterpiece. I cried. All right? I'm sorry. That game is a godsend.
Anyway, let's get back to the question. Y'all tripping.
Y'all are funny.
Oh my God, King Grandpachi, what's up with you this Federation Force?
Tell him to chill, bruh.
When you guys buy Federation Force 2, aka Prom 4, if it gets 10s. Oh my God.
Definitely not. Definitely.
No, thank you.
I'm good, fam.
They can keep that shit.
Oh yeah. Okay. What would Microsoft have to do to convince you to buy Scorpio games?
They would have to stop putting games on PC and actually make exclusives.
You sure you just don't want more power? You sure?
I just want
Maybe
games.
they can throw in 12 more teraflops and 10 more
I just
controller
want
colors.
games. I don't care about games going on PC because I don't have a PC. I just want games.
You're on a PC right now. What are you talking about?
It's not a gaming. Okay,
It's got blatantly lying to people.
Okay, it's not a gaming PC. How's that?
Yeah,
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a gaming PC. What else we got, motherfucker?
So how do you beat this Moldago though? Moldago, he's kicking my butt.
You gotta I shot bomb arrows at his where he's swimming around to make him come out.
All right,
because I'm throwing bombs at the ground.
No, I had to use bomb arrows. The bombs didn't do anything.
Okay, y'all ready? The van said, when do you think Nintendo is going to release a new Animal Crossing? Any Animal Crossing fans here?
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, I don't give a damn either. Sorry, man.
Damn.
I'll say in the next 2 years.
Here's a good one by, and I'm sorry if I butcher this dude's name. Objedadon. I can't say
I just call him OBJ. Just call him OBJ.
OBJ.
Okay. So, do you think Ubisoft is bullshitting on Switch support by announcing that South Park Fractured Butthole isn't coming to Switch?
Fractured Butthole.
Yes, they are, because Ubisoft.
They said it's not coming to Switch.
And
so why did they tease it? They teased the South Park. Talking about Nintendo, I'm coming for you. Like what? That's. I understand.
I heard they're not doing it, but
why did they do that?
Maybe they changed their mind. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. They just.
I don't even like
Nintendo.
It's like, I guess the game is not.
I need some freaking bomb arrows.
Yeah.
Why stuff gotta be so lame like that? Shit.
VRDK1DD96 say don't talk shit about Kingdom Hearts. I'm thinking that's directly to you, Retro Bro.
There you go.
Oh,
back me up, man. Back me up, man.
They coming for your ass.
They don't have it.
I never got into Kingdom Hearts either. It's just like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh, damn.
They're gonna eat you alive.
Okay, why some people complain about Super Mario Odyssey not being Super Mario Galaxy 3?
Please get off that gas. Oh my God.
Who is complaining about that? Like, look at this game. This game looks like it's gonna be this gaming generation version of Mario 64. This
complaining about what?
Really?
Galaxy is good and all, but a third one would just be more the same.
Yeah.
People make me so sick, bro. They be like, "Oh, Nintendo don't change their IPs," and then they change their IPs, and then, "Oh, how come it's not like the other thing?" Like, shut up, bro.
They just did a 180 on the Legends of Zelda. Like, this is not the Zelda we're used to playing or used to actually hearing them talk. But yeah, people still
get something nerves, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
If
you had to give up a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as an exclusive in exchange, one exclusive from another platform comes to the Switch, what exclusive would it be?
None.
If you have to
give up Xenoblade Chronicles X 2 or just Chronicles 2?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like give up an exclusive in exchange. Last of Us.
I would.
Nope.
Yeah, I would take
Nope.
Last of Us.
What?
Nope.
Are you
Nope.
crazy? Last of
Nope.
Us? Oh,
Nope.
man, you tripping, dude. Last of
Nope.
Us?
Boy.
Nope. I
Last
would
of Us is fire.
Oh,
Last
no.
of Us.
I need that Xenoblade.
I have to disagree. That is like one
I
of
need that Xenoblade, bro.
that-
Wait, hold on. What was the question?
He took Xenoblade over Last of Us. Hey, you tripping, man.
Hell yeah. dude.
Oh,
You
man.
took Xenoblade over Last of Us?
I most certainly. I'll do
One
it
of the
again.
greatest
I'll do it again.
games
Oh,
that
I never played Last of Us, so I don't know.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Last of Us is amazing.
You tripping.
It's
man.
good. It's really
Hey,
good. It's great.
hey, in his defense, not saying Last of Us isn't a good
Oh,
game,
there we go.
but Xenoblade has more longevity.
Exactly.
As a
I can't put
single player
400
game.
hours into The Last of Us. I can't. I can put maybe
Well, you could,
20.
but you just be playing the same thing over and over.
That would
Us
be
is
terrible.
Oh my god, I don't have any more.
How have you not played Last of Us?
Man, that's a great
I mean, I
game.
have, but I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the games I just don't care to play. I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't care.
Now with those frame rate
Hey,
problems.
I'll be honest, I haven't played it either.
I agree with Grimpachi.
That doesn't
Last
surprise
of
us, Retro. You don't have a
is
console.
sick.
Christopher Grant said you need someone in this podcast that clearly isn't a Nintendo fanboy.
We just said we'd trade fucking Last of Us. What's this guy's problem? You stupid idiot.
I didn't agree to that. What the hell are you talking about?
It's hard.
No, I'll take Last of Us. That's like one of the
I
greatest
just
games
don't.
I ever played.
I don't care. I don't care.
What do you guys think about Ultra Street
Last of
Fighter
Us
2?
over Xenoblade.
Like, if I don't care about the setting,
You
I don't
guys
really
are
care to play the
stupid.
game. Like, it might be a great game, and I have the game. I just can't sit down and play it.
Chairman Video said,
I would take Xenoblade Chronicles X2 over Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
All right, let's get back to quiz. Get a few more
Better online.
before we head out. What do you got?
I'll eventually make it too,
Alright,
man, because
alright. Hold
Yeah.
on. What y'all guys think about Ultra Street Fighter 2 going to the Switch? What y'all think?
Who cares? Too expensive.
Yeah, I don't care.
I like Street Fighter, but I'm not paying $40 for it.
That's
I'm
too
not-
much money.
I'm with you on that, real, even though I don't own a Switch.
Yeah, I'm not paying $40 for that
It's
shit.
an old game.
I
Nobody's
can play those for free on the emulator.
Somebody say you need someone in this podcast isn't clearly a Sony fanboy. What? Where is this coming from?
What?
A Sony? Dang. Y'all
That
need
was
to
man
make,
even got no exclusive.
y'all need to make up y'all minds, man. Which
I
are you?
admit, I'm coming out of the closet. I'm a Sony fanboy.
coming up the clock.
Coming out of the closet.
You know what? Trapped in the
I have
closet.
Oh
Freedom,
man,
only
dog.
one PC.
Oh, dude. The Van 23 said The Last of Us is the most overrated game. Oh,
Dang.
Alright.
Major
Good talk,
shade.
man.
That's how you know
y'all
he
is-
hasn't played it.
Dang, y'all tripped the most overrated game of all time. Jesus.
Nope, I agree with him.
Oh, you,
Hey.
oh,
I mean,
damn.
You're a hating ass guy.
Yeah, y'all
If it
hating.
helps, I watch somebody play like
Y'all
this.
is hating.
Wow.
Y'all
Honestly,
Randall, I think
it's-
it's time to get some people that aren't Nintendo fanboys.
that's
in here.
like
I
that's like
just don't care. Like, if I don't care for the setting, then I'm not gonna care to play the game.
dang, y'all,
That's just me.
Y'all
Like,
tripping.
I didn't even care about the original
I'm
Xenoblade.
sorry, but Last of Us it's a bias breaker game. That was one of the first games I looked at Sony and I'm like, okay, they
That's
can
like
actually make
a
it.
top 5 video game. That's like a top 5 video game of all time. Top 5 of all
Yeah.
time.
Nah,
All time.
I know what she means though, because like with me, I'm not a big fan of medieval style games for the most part.
Medieval.
Yeah, I don't really care about the whole apocalyptic thing. I don't
like
care.
that. I like that stuff.
I'm more into like sci-fi or like fantasy.
Yeah, I hate zombies. I'm tired of zombies. I can't even watch The Walking Dead. I'm so
sir,
tired of zombies.
They're not zombies. They're clickers.
They're
Exactly.
it's almost the same
Exactly.
concept. though.
Exactly.
Miss, they're not zombies.
That's like saying, sir, they're not zombies. They're the T virus. Like, come on. They kind of are.
You know,
zombies
you
have
know, you know.
If they had a family reunion, it would be them.
All right, Jumpman. He said, "Do y'all think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming 2017, 18, and 19?"
Nope.
Nintendo keep on.
18.
I don't know, man.
They
Nintendo,
reconfirmed for
They-
this
They
year.
say it's coming
They-
this year, but I don't see it coming this
they-
year.
I say
They were doing the
28.
same thing with X. They were doing the same thing with X. They were saying it's coming out this year.
And then
It's
it
coming out this
didn't.
year, and yeah, it didn't. so.
Honestly, I think the sooner the better because they missed a lot of sales. They keep on bringing these Xenoblade games out at the last part of their generation. That's 2 generations in a row.
You know what the
Yeah.
streets really need right
2
now?
generations in a row.
Well, to
We
be
need a
fair,
new
they
Chrono
never
Trigger.
planned on bringing the first Xenoblade Chronicles out to America at all
Yeah. You can thank Reggie for that.
until they the project
Rainfall.
Oh my
Rainfall.
God, might not have any freaking.
Second one took way too long to come out.
All right, Tony said, "Do y'all think Sega shot themselves in the nuts? That Sonic Mini
shot themselves in the nuts.
that Sonic Mini got pushed to summer 2017.
When was it supposed to come out?
It was supposed to come out this spring.
I don't think it had a date.
No, they say spring. They said spring of 2017. That's what Sega keeps saying. But since it got pushed to the summer, like it shouldn't be a problem because not many games be out during the summer, so they'd be perfect.
Yeah,
lots of kids out of school, so they got games to play. So I think it's
perfect. Vacations.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a bad thing. No.
Yeah, take them on vacations with it. It's like.
Let's get a couple more, then we'll end it. Y'all see anything?
Oh, where is he?
I'm still tripping about that Last of Us overrated. Y'all tripping.
I never played it, so I can't say if it's overrated or not. It might be a great game.
I didn't say it was overrated. I just said I wasn't over excited to play it.
Whatever. I'm trying to change it.
Well, you can play it now. It's on PC, Retro. Non-console heaven, bitch.
Like salt.
Look man, a fusion going on in here.
Invention to mankind. Wilhelm.
Hey, you might as well book this match.
Alex is at the people's elbow in your ass.
Here's some respect for Wilhelm. He's seen.
Yo, what if Starcraft next game is a sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising? Yo, I'd buy that day one, dude.
Yo, day one, fam.
Holy shit, I want
that'd be
that.
good.
Just give me some actual controls.
Just fix the controls.
Man, y'all trip. Y'all got no taste. Some of y'all in this chat, no taste in gaming, man.
I'm sorry, dude. Taste. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I just don't care. I just don't care.
You already have the game. It is like genuinely.
Man, that's so good. I played it twice. It's that damn good. Played it twice within a year. I played it twice. Like it's not that many games I played twice within 1 year.
It's not that many games you played once. Oh, somebody had to say it.
What?
He said your taste is outdated like Sega real.
Had to be done.
Whatever, motherfuckers. OBJ said
I just beat a Modaga.
OBJ said there's only two real gamers in the podcast. I wonder who's the second real gamer.
It's obviously Dark Side.
You mean Rich Gamer?
No, not Rich Gamer, real gamer. He said there's only two real gamers in this podcast.
I guess I'm not a real gamer. I'm sorry.
I think he's very offended you guys didn't play Last of Us.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, wow.
Whoa.
Hey, I'm the realest gamer. Half the games I named, nobody know what I'm talking about.
Super Metroid is overrated? Hold on, wait. This dude says Super Metroid is overrated. Oh my god.
He's trolling.
Oh my god. Oh my.
That's so disrespectful.
Super Metroid invented an entire genre.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that game. That's so disrespectful. Like
Super Metroid. I guess
that's like saying Sony's overrated for copying all the time.
Kids weren't even born with that game. Like being overrated.
Damn, man, y'all is wild in this chat, man.
Y'all wilding out, dude. Y'all are wilding.
But anyway, it's as much I would like to keep this stream going, but we got to call it quits. We hit that 2-hour mark. So yeah, it was pretty fun today. Talk about some Nintendo, some PlayStation, and it's something else we didn't talk about. Maybe because they ain't got no goddamn games. But anyway, Xbox got no games. Xbox got no games.
Oh shit.
Y'all are wild.
But anyway, man, it was a good podcast. I love doing this with y'all every week. Interact with y'all. Ask y'all
you
questions.
should allow me and Retro to have a little PC section in this, and Nia as well when she's on. We should be allowed to talk about amazing PC hardware that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can probably do that in the near future. I just don't give a fuck about PC, so I don't give a fuck. But anyway,
we will convert you.
I think it's really salty.
Cutting the heel promo.
Hey,
there's like amazing stuff coming out from AMD lately.
The only way if I can afford a PC, I'm kind of tight with money. I gotta sell some of my precious products.
You can watch your anime.
You can sell that dog shit Xbox and get like 50.
You can watch your anime in high quality, bro.
Watch your anime in high quality.
Whatever.
Yeah, highest quality anime.
I guess. Is there anything else y'all want to bring up before we close out of here?
Be like, man, this episode of Dragon Ball is as smooth as eggs.
Well, anybody got anything else to say before you jump out of here?
Yeah. I guess we're okay.
All right, like I said, it's a good stream, good podcast. Dark Stars, he's a guest, and hopefully we see him back in the near future, man. Because I'm actually looking for a permanent person, man. We need more people on here.
Wait, but isn't he a Nintendo dude?
Who?
Oh, you got me. Yeah, got me.
I thought. I'm sorry for assuming, but didn't you say you wanted to find some Sony dudes?
Oh, I'm still
not saying Darkstar can't be on the podcast.
No, he's more. I
think that Darkstar.
He's more than welcome.
And I'm low key trying to hoard him for Team Red, but you know it's
oh, dang. Oh, what you saying? I stole Darkstars from your podcast.
It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, dang, that's messed
it's
up.
Cool.
So you stealing gas?
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just joking. But that's a legit question.
As far as Sony guys, yeah, I am looking for Sony guys. I'm still talking to Jay Barry. He is a massive Sony fanboy. But yeah, I want to get him on. Actually, he was on my podcast a few weeks ago. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I saw. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
He just likes to troll a lot. That's all.
I used to dislike him because I see a lot of his posts on Facebook, and I just thought he was just this rabid fanboy that only likes to troll. But then I saw him on your podcast. I was like, you know what? He's actually cool people. I might have been wrong.
Shit, go to Bay Community. It's wild.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy.
Oh man, he drives those dudes wild.
They is crazy.
I might have been wrong about him because I try to avoid people who are just overly, just overly fanatic. I try to avoid people.
Nah, he's cool. He's cool. But anyway, I guess let's go and get out of here. Let's go and get our outros out the way. Start with you, Alex.
All right, what's going on, people? ActivesiN here is another week of real talk with the Real Gamer. If you know a Sony guy that you want to let us try on the podcast, let us know. No crazy people, just normal people. Would be preferred. But yeah, this was a fun cast. We talked about the companies that matter right now, and that's Nintendo and Sony, because Team Green's got nothing but old ass games.
Damn.
So there may be that'll change, but until then, they are irrelevant. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Make sure to Tuesday check out Team Red Talks Nintendo if you like Nintendo. If you don't like Nintendo, you can tune in too, but just don't talk, I guess.
I mean, no, all opinions are welcome, bro. We're not one of those Nintendo podcasts. It's you can't talk about,
I literally just said you can't talk.
You just want them to suffer through your stream.
Oh, Alex actually doesn't want them to talk for real. Okay, that's what's up.
You can just sit there and watch and educate.
Just watch it.
Become educated.
They be like, I sure hate Nintendo, but I must watch them. I hate them. That makes sense, man. All right, let's go with your Dark Stars.
Yo, guys, thanks for having me on here. Always nice to talk to very educated people about video games, because fuck that fanboy shit. But I'm gonna most of my videos on my channel I usually just put up Zelda gameplay, but I'm about to wrap up the game. About to fight Ganon tomorrow.
Nice.
So
it's a fun fight.
I need to do that at some point, but I'm gonna get out my memories first.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah, make sure to get the memories first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do I really need those?
You get otherwise you don't get the actual ending.
Oh really? I only got
you got that backtrack.
I kind of want to fight them before I get all the memories, and then get the memories and fight them again. That's kind of what
I thought.
Well, you get an
was
extra thing after the credits if you do all the memories.
Oh,
fuck, I was wondering. Right. I was like, what's the ending? It's not like I picture it to be. So I guess I need to get the memories though.
Yeah, there's an extra thing after the credits if you do all the memories.
Okay, I got you. Well, I guess I'm going to
I'm doing that.
All right, let's go with you, Mr. Nick.
Mr. Squidward.
Fired.
You there, Nick? Oh, I think he's mad.
He's muted.
He's mad. He left. He did.
I think he's mad. Sorry, Nick.
Secretly an Xbox guy? Oh, shit.
All right, Nick.
Oh, shit, I think he's muted. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on.
He's talking this whole time.
I was sitting there talking what? They can't hear me? What the fuck?
All right, go
So, yeah, this has been another... I take back everything I said that you didn't hear. I feel sorry about that now. But anyway, this has been another episode of the... I fucked up already. Goodbye. I'll see you guys next week.
Wow. Oh, man. You fired. All right, Neil.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video game her. I apologize for not being a real gamer. I didn't mean to bring the podcast down, so I do apologize for that. I'm sorry, that's funny. Yeah, so don't forget to like this podcast and share this joint because it was a very good discussion tonight. And yeah, awesome podcast. Thanks for having me, real.
Appreciate you. Let's go with your retro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Had another fun podcast. Had some interesting conversations about things. Also in the chat, just put down one of the top games you're looking forward to coming up this year. Be interesting to see what some of your perspectives are, since we hear quite often what we think about games that's coming up or games that's already out. That's it.
Okay, last and not least, let's go with you, Sinister.
It's your main man, Sinister, and then enjoy this, talking about the topics. And then one thing I gotta say, we're 3 months away from E3. Can't wait, hear what's going on. So other than that, it's been cool talking with you guys and ladies.
All right. Appreciate you. And like I said, y'all know who it is. Your boy RigGame27, and I really appreciate y'all going support. We average over 40 people viewing this podcast, so I appreciate y'all support. Let's try to get more people on. Like I said, if you know other gamers that want to see some unbiased discussions, let them know about my channel. Share this video. Let's keep this train moving. Let's grow as a unit. So like I said, man, I really appreciate all y'all ongoing support, and I guess we will see y'all maybe Sunday if Alex ain't too busy.
Perhaps. We'll see.
Are you busy?
No, it should be okay if it's a little later than usual.
Okay. So y'all look forward to me and the Alex and Real podcast on Sunday. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to everybody else's channel. Their channels will be in the link in the description below, including Darkstar. So y'all make sure y'all hit him up, support him. And after that, I will see y'all on the next ride. Peace out.
Peace.
Sayonara.